Check this out. The Arizona Supreme Court has ruled in favor of two Christian artists who argue that they should not be forced to create custom artwork for same-sex weddings in opposition to their religious beliefs. Here's a quote. The rights of free speech, free exercise, so precious to this nation since its founding, are not limited to soft murmurings behind the doors of a person's home, or church, or private conversations with like-minded friends and family. That's what the court ruled. Rather, it said, these guarantees protect the right of every American to express their beliefs in public. This includes the right to create and sell words, paintings, and art that express a person's sincere religious beliefs. Attorney Jonathan Scruggs, who had argued the case before the court, hailed the ruling as a victory for religious freedom. Here's a quote. The government should not threaten artists with jail time and fines to force them to create custom artwork such as wedding invitations expressing messages that violate their beliefs, and that's what the courts affirmed this week. Scruggs is a senior counsel for the Alliance Defending Freedom. Joanna Duca and Brianna Koski, they are the owners of Brush and Nib Studios. The pair creates custom artwork such as wedding invitations and places cards with, calligraphy and hand painting. The women say that their religious convictions forbid them from using their artwork to promote a message they disagree with morally. Yeah, the women were challenged in Phoenix's public accommodations law. Under the criminal law, they could have faced up to 6 months in jail and fines and 3 years probation for declining to create the artwork for same-sex weddings.
That'd be absurd.
The Supreme Court in Arizona ruled in their favor and against the city of Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix says declining the same-sex weddings is an illegal act of discrimination based on sexual orientation. However, the women say they will happily serve clients of any sexual orientation, but they cannot promote all messages.
Yeah, and they should be. I don't agree with their views on it, but that's irrelevant. They should be able to make that call. It's bottom line. It's their business. It's their business, and they should be able to. Now, yes, there are certain aspects of our society that they cannot discriminate. They cannot discriminate against race, but in this case, this is a belief, and I would support him.
I'm just getting sick and tired of gay couples, lesbian couples going and searching for Christians who are in this field. It's like they travel across state lines, county lines to go find a religious person in this field to try to stir some controversy.
Well, it does have that feel to it.
Because it does.
It could, certainly these companies are all over the place.
You're not doing yourself any favors in that community, the lesbian gay community. You're not doing yourself any favor by going out and searching for some controversy.
No, you're not, because it's really not causing you a problem.
Most people don't have a problem with your same-sex marriage. Most people don't.
No.
But they do start to have a problem when you go out fishing for Christians to beat up in the media.
Exactly.
That's not cool.
When it is as simple as, okay, they're not with us on this, we're going to find another company that is. It's that simple, and those companies are all over the place that do this kind of thing, that are making a fortune doing one of the most expensive things in the world, which is a wedding invitation.
Now, in the brief filed in the court, ADF argued that the courts have long recognized individuals' rights to hold a point of view different from the majority and to refuse to foster an idea that they find morally objectionable. Yeah, the brief warned that imposing on the right to refrain from speaking or supporting a certain message poses a threat to all people, regardless of belief. A lower court had ruled against the Duca and Koski. Scruggs said the Arizona Supreme Court was right to overturn that lower court ruling. Joanna and Brianna will now be able to create custom wedding invitations and to communicate about their beliefs without fear of government punishment, as any artist should be free to do.
I would have a problem with this if they refused to do this artwork for them because they were gay or because they were Catholic or whatever it might be. That's one thing, but because they don't agree with gay marriage, because the union here, the ceremony, the whatever, that's another thing completely. That's another thing completely.
Yeah, this business, the two ladies that own the business, they say they have no problem making the wedding invitations. They just didn't want to make the message that lesbian couple wanted to put on the wedding invitation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they had a problem with the message.
Okay.
And that's cool.
Because that's not how they want their business represented.
Right.
They don't want it represented in that way, and they should have the right to protect their business. If they feel they're, for whatever, again, I don't agree with their point of view. I'm all for gay marriage. I'm a fan. But the fact is, I'm also a fan of being able to protect your business, and they didn't want their business represented in that way. That's bottom line. Move on.
It's completely possible in a free country, in a free world, for same-sex couples to get married and do your thing.
Yeah.
And it's also possible for Christian businesses to do their thing, too.
It really is. And
that freedom that both have in this country is unique to this country.
It is.
It's what makes us strong.
And the fact is, it'd be one thing if they were the only people in the world that provided the service, and that far from it. You have other choices. That's the beautiful. You have other choices.
The bottom line is liberals have become bullies.
They have, and I think bored. I think a bit bored. They
Frustrated.
must have a lot of frustrated and bored. They just have too much time to think. I don't know why. Why do they have that much time to think?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Are they bored?
What do you think it is? What do you think is going on? Is it? What do you think? Dig deep, man. You're an older, mature guy I look up to for wisdom.
I really wish I knew. I wish I knew why liberals get a kick out of this kind of thing. It's become. I think it's really. It feels like sport. It's like it's become a sport. You know, I don't think liberals like to deer hunt. I don't mean to stereotype, but do you know many liberals that deer hunt?
I don't know any.
I don't know. They don't like to dove hunt.
Just whenever these stories come up, you got a lesbian couple, a gay couple. It's like they go out and search for the baker or the wedding invitation maker that they could create the most.
It's become sport.
It's like the Gay Mafia.
The Todd and Don Show.
Hi, Rick Edel.